My name is Emily Zivtins. My student number is OBX 00222216. This video submission is for Unit 4 of the NCFE CHCHE Level 3 Diploma in Counselling Skills. Today's date is the 14th of January 2021. My helper is Kelly Zivtins and she will be taking the role of Rachel. In this scenario, Rachel is in a relationship but feels her depression is taking its toll and that her boyfriend does not understand. He does not live with her and works away a lot. She does not really trust him. Her parents have moved to a different part of the country and does not see them very often. Today, Rachel and myself have a session of cognitive behavioural therapy. Hello, Rachel. How have you been doing in the last 2 weeks?
I don't know. Okay, I guess. What do you mean?
Okay. Do you remember the feeling scale in our last session? Where 10 was the best feeling that you've ever experienced, and 1 was the worst your mood could ever be. In the last 2 weeks, where would you put yourself on that scale?
I guess about a 3 or a 4. Well, one day it was more like an 8, but I think it was a 4.
That's rather low. Is there anything that's happened in the last 2 weeks I need to know about? Okay, Rachel, let's revisit your goals. First is the issue surrounding trust with your boyfriend and also feeling rejected by your parents. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Rachel, in your own time, can you tell me about what's going on?
My boyfriend doesn't get it. The dark thoughts, the depression, he's always working away and never seems to have time for me. He's always out with his mates, doing whatever he does. He never calls me, and when he does, it seems like he's doing something else. My mum and dad have moved away very far. It's so far away because my dad wanted to move there. We always lived 10 minutes away, but now it's more like an hour. And I don't know where it is. And on top of that, on the way here, some stupid bloke cut me up and I had to slam on my brakes in the middle of the motorway. I could have died. Nothing in my life is going right, and it's not fair.
It sounds like there's a lot of big things going on in your life right now. And it sounds like it's building into one huge catastrophe. I'm hearing a lack of trust towards your boyfriend and a lot of blame that you feel should be put on him for not understanding or responding to your depression in the right manner, like the way you feel. And he's just not spending enough time with you. Then I'm hearing anger towards your dad for wanting to move to a location that's very far away from you. I'm sorry to hear about the gentleman that made you feel scared on your way here. That sounds like a scary situation to be in. I wonder if you could briefly tell me what feelings that has brought for you.
I was scared and angry. It was all his fault. I could have died,
Those are some very scary feelings to have. And it sounds like it's reinforced your belief that you can't trust men, both in your life and complete strangers. When you think about the feelings you have surrounding your relationship with your boyfriend and your parents, what comes to mind?
I don't know. I guess I feel I can't trust my boyfriend because he's always working. And when he is at the house, he wants to go out and do stuff, but I just don't want to go out. There's so many people and it's loud. I just want to be at home with him. He says I should try harder because I'm boring. And I try not to show him that what he says upsets me. Like, he thinks I can just turn off depression and be happy and do normal things with him. I'm scared he's going to look for someone that can go out partying and clubbing and stuff that he doesn't understand how hard it is. I might only sit in front of the TV all day, but I'm doing my best. He's always texting someone and never really interested being with me. And with my parents, I love them obviously, but I don't see why they had to move so far away. My mum just went along with it. My dad said there's more for them to do, but it's like they know I'm struggling and Dad decided it was the right time for them to leave.
It sounds like there's a lot of loneliness there, Rachel. That's what I'm hearing. Would it be fair to say that somewhere inside you feel scared of abandonment and being left alone?
Yes, exactly. It's like nothing I do, no matter how hard I try, no one wants to be around me and everyone is going to end up leaving me.
Okay. So what might that mean if you were alone? You say your boyfriend works a lot and you're worried he may find another relationship and that your parents have moved so far away from you. So what would that mean for you? What would it mean about you?
It means that no one wants me and that I will miss out on date nights, family outings, making memories. There's so much it means if no one wants to be around me.
Right. One of the things you said is that no one wants to be around you. What if that were true? What would that mean about you?
There must be something seriously wrong with me.
And if that were true, if something was wrong with you, what would that mean for you?
That my boyfriend's right for not wanting to be with me, and that my mum and dad are right for leaving and moving so far away from me.
Okay. At the start of this session, you said sometimes your boyfriend wants to go out with you, but you prefer to stay home. So do you believe he really doesn't want to be with you?
Well, I guess not. I guess it's just me. It's overwhelming to go out for hours on end. I just want to be at home and not have him on his phone all the time.
Okay, Rachel. So we have just a few minutes left of this session. Would you like to take a look at some homework before our next session?
Okay.
Okay. Within the next week, I'd like you to choose a day, just one day, where you invite your boyfriend over. You arrange to go out to get a takeaway or a meal, whichever you feel more comfortable with. And then you choose a movie to watch at home. Before you get home, suggest to your boyfriend that you both turn your phones off and that you spend time connecting with each other, focusing on each other. How do you feel about that?
I like that idea. We could walk together, get takeaway. That would surprise him that I'm going out. But it means that I won't be out long. So then we eat, watch a movie, the phones can go. I've never set the rule of no phones. And maybe that would be a good idea, because maybe then, whenever we eat, we would put the phones down and focus on me.
You sound really positive about that, Rachel. After you've done that, I'd like you to write in your journal all the big points. So, going out, both how that made you feel and feedback that you got from your boyfriend. Then setting boundaries about no phones and more contact. How that made you feel. And finally, your overall feelings about the evening. And if you can, try to include your feelings on the scale. It's a lot easier for us to track. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. I can do that. I think I'll do it for 3 days, in 3 days' time, because it's the weekend and I know he won't be working or anything like that. Yeah, okay. So I'll do that then, and I'm taking steps to not isolate myself or being alone.
We've had a really good session today, Rachel. You managed to identify some really big feelings and you've made great plans that you'll focus on this weekend.
Thank you. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time, and I'll remember to bring my feeling journal for next time.
Thank you, Rachel. I'll see you in 2 weeks.